Hello.
Hello.
Today are we making another experiment?
A volcano experiment.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Where's the volcano?
Well,
And we
wait.
have some rocks.
Yeah, we're gonna test something. Sophie heard something in school. Sophie, shall I take
heard
her?
somebody saying that there were floating rocks. So rocks that could float on water. And
Yes.
of course I thought that would be impossible because everyone knows that rocks are heavier than water. So they will always sink.
Right. Do you believe that as well? Do rocks sink in water?
I think no.
No, you think they can swim? Yes, okay. So now,
Let's see.
right, here's a rock, a dark rock. Do you think this one will swim or do you think it will sink? Careful. Just careful. What do you think? Will it sink or swim?
I think swim.
You think so? Okay.
We will test.
Let's try.
No.
Oh, it sank pretty fast.
It sank really fast.
No.
My lord, this was called a gabbro. It sinks really fast. What about this guy? Do you think it will swim? Oh, no.
Also
And then here's a kind of granite. It's light, relatively speaking. Yeah, it's.
Hey. No.
No.
So wait, is there a rock that can swim?
I think no, but
Can they swim?
that one did
No.
sink a little, like a smidge slower. than the other.
Maybe. It's light in color, so it might be a little less dense, a little lighter. So yeah.
Yes.
But none of them did swim, right?
Yes.
No. Do you think there's a rock that can swim?
I think
Nope.
so.
You think
Except
so? And you don't. I brought you a rock here. I brought you a rock from Krakatoa.
A sandy type.
It's a
Nice.
pumice stone.
Pumice stone?
A pumice stone. It's a
Well-
rock with a lot of bubbles. Former gas vesicles.
Well, maybe then it will float because pumice floats.
Oh! And pumice is a rock, isn't it?
Pumice, the ones you can eat, French fries.
No, pumice, stone, pumice. This is what this is about, pumice stone. So would you like to try a pumice stone? What do you think? Go easy, go easy. Yeah, easy.
Hey.
Hey!
It's floating.
Literally floating.
Go easy, go easy, go easy.
Stella, is it really a rock?
Is it a rock?
No.
Yes.
What is it?
It's a rock.
It's sandy.
Look, it floats. Go easy. Now.
Still a rock.
Yes.
A floating rock.
This is 1883 pumice stone from Krakatoa. It erupted
Now
in
we
the
will
year
test
1883.
another stone.
And here's another one from Krakatoa. Go easy. And this one here is a little darker on one end and lighter on the other.
So
What do you
give me
think? Is
Give
this
me it.
heavier than the other guys or is it lighter?
it. Give me
Well, I'm not exactly getting any hypothesis, but
We will test.
we can
We can test now. Okay, you go ahead.
test.
It floats as well.
Oh.
I think it's a little heavier on this side. The dark stuff is a little heavier, I think. So look, when we put it in water, it seems to think a little, it tilts a little to this side, I think. So, wow. And now, look what I have for you guys. This is a big pumice stone from Montaña Blanca on Tenerife.
Wow.
And go easy. Do you think that will float?
I think.
It
Who
floats!
thought such a big rock could float?
Just let it float for a little while.
Incredible.
Who thought that? Yeah.
Me?
Look, they're even floating on top of each other. No, I think it's all full in the bowl now.
Yes.
So, and now, here's something very special.
A black.
A black kind of pumiceous rock. Here, see the bubbles?
Yes. So we We will make a test now.
And do you think it will float?
I think so.
It's got a lot of bubbles. It's very light, isn't it?
We will test.
Okay,
It is.
test it. And it floats as well.
Who thought a black rock could float?
Here you go. So, depending on the amount of bubbles, if there's a lot of bubbles in there, which are filled with air, and air is lighter than water, then it may be that overall the rock has so much air in it that it can actually float.
Yes.
The
Okay.
density of water is 1 gram per cubic centimeter, and if the rock and air mix here is less than that, the rock will actually float. And if this big rock here has a lot of bubbles, it can float. It's not a question of size. It's a question of the
Nice.
density of the material.
Okay.
So.
I think I will
Stella,
be a
let's
little
try
bit
again.
prepared in the year 8 science lesson.
What's happening when you sink it? Does it come up again?
Yes, it
We
would,
can
as
try.
long as there's air bubbles left. But, of course, once the water has crept into the air bubbles and filled it completely, then the rock is soaked, and then it might actually sink in some cases. So after a while, pumice might actually sink and drift pumice on the ocean. May float for a while before it sinks somewhere quite randomly at a different place, not where it actually comes from.
I actually want to try something little.
Dad.
I want to try to sink one of these pumice rocks to the bottom of the
And see it
pond,
bounce
or
back?
actually the bowl, and see if it comes up again.
We almost need more water, but we can try. So, wait a second. Why don't you take this one? I think this one is good. We'll take this bowl. Here.
Because it's cleaner.
So, and now put it down and leave it down for a second. Now, and 1, 2, 3, and at 3 you let it go.
1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Still floating.
It bounces back.
Now we will test again with this stuff.
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
Does it come up?
Does it float?
No.
No, it doesn't.
Now
But
we
I
will.
think it's the prettiest one.
Now we will test this stuff.
Yeah. Whoa!
1, 2,
And it comes
3.
back. Here you go.
Was it nice?
Okay, I think the experiment was very successful, and we
Now we
know
will
there is a rock that can swim. It's
A swimming
pumice stone.
rock.
A swimming rock. That's right.
Now we will test
How incredible.
Look, and now the air is coming out, and once all the water has crept, or enough water has crept into the rock, then it will not come back anymore. And it might actually sink. But it takes some time. That's why the bubbles come out, okay? So I think we can close the experiment. Job done. Job well done. Okay,
One more
Kiki.
Want to give a clap? Come on, clap.
Okay, hey, no. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.